Good morning. Welcome to our daily mobility. Today we're working on hips. We're going to start off with a sideline internal rotation. So I'm using a roller here. If you don't have a roller, even just a pillow or a rolled up towel, something will work fine as well. So we're just going to lay on our side, and all we're going to do is just something to kind of prop our knee up on a little bit. And then from there, we're going to keep the knee pinned down, and we want to lift our foot up into that internal rotation and then come back down. So we should be feeling right in the front here. Careful that we don't kind of twist our foot. I just want to feel it, just kind of try to keep the side of the foot level, or even just toe slightly tipped down towards the ground. And we're just going to go for 30 seconds of work on each side. Again, we're going to lift up, a little pause, and then come back down. You can support your head here as well too, or just keep it down on the ground if that's more comfortable. And just feel yourself just trying to breathe through that a little bit. Nice, good. Okay, switch over to the other side. Again, same thing. Just bringing that knee out, kind of that 90-degree bend. And then just lifting that foot up into that internal rotation. Just careful the foot doesn't pull back towards the glutes either. You want to keep it right at that 90 degrees. And you may feel a difference from each side. Make sure we keep our breathing steady. Don't hold that breath. Nice, good. Okay, from there we're going to do a standing hip car. So I'm just using a dowel here to help with balance. Again, you can use a broom handle or anything you have. Even just holding onto the back of a chair or a wall works as well. All we're going to do here, we're going to bring the knee up. We want to externally rotate by bringing the foot up, kind of keeping the knee here, right? And we're just going to start lifting and coming around. Right, and then we're going to internally rotate and then kind of bring that hip all the way around, keeping it nice and high. Extend back behind us without tipping our torso forward. And then just come here, and then we're going to reverse and we'll go back up around in the other direction. We're just going to go 45 seconds on each side here. Again, just alternating directions as we go. So again, lift the knee. We're going to externally rotate. And then internally rotate by bringing that foot out. And then we're going to start bringing the knee up to our side again, trying to avoid leaning to the side too much. Kind of bringing it back behind us, trying to extend the hip backwards without letting the torso really drop forward. And then we want to reverse and extend the hip up to the side, keeping that foot up nice and high. Letting that foot come around back into our external rotation and down, and then we can go again. Just keep working through that. It's nice and slow and controlled. Doesn't need to be a quick movement. Excellent, good. Okay, switch sides, same thing. Bring that knee up, externally rotate the hip, go to internal rotation. And then just start bringing that leg out to the side, all the way back around, extending the hip backwards and in. And then we're going to reverse. Again, just keep going. And if you feel like you're getting some really good benefit out of this, feel free to keep going a little bit longer as well too, and pause the video, come back to it later. And that's good there. Okay, next up we're going to do a quadruped thigh hydrant circle. So coming down onto all fours here, we're going to start off by bringing our knee forward and then up, out to the side, come back behind us, all the way down and back to our start. And then we're going to reverse, knee up, all the way around. Again, as we're doing that, we want to watch that we don't let our elbows bend. We want to try to keep the arms nice and straight. It's going to make sure that we're not compensating through any other part of our body. And again, we're just going to go 45 seconds on each side here. So again, arms nice and straight. Bring the knee forward, up to the side. Watch that opposite elbow, all the way around. Really trying to fight and find kind of those end range positions. Once you come all the way around, we'll reverse that, up, and nice and controlled and slow. Keep your breathing nice and steady. We want to make sure that we're not holding that breath. And just keep going in both directions. Really trying to work through those restrictions. Again, don't force it. And good. Okay, switch sides. So here, again, bring the knee forward, up to the side. Big rotation all the way around. And then back again. Extend that hip up, out to the side. Keep those arms nice and straight. Make sure the elbows aren't bending. Nice big deep breaths. And again, as always, one side may feel a little easier than the other, or they could be both very equally challenging. Again, sometimes depending on what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. And good there. Okay, last one we're going to do is an incline pigeon stretch or pigeon pose. So I'm just going to use a bench, but you can use anything, a couch, coffee table. The higher up the surface is, you may find it a little bit easier to get into it, but we're going to start by just putting one foot up on our bench here, bring the hands down, and then our goal is to try to bring this knee as close to flat on the bench as we can. If you can't get it all the way down, it's okay. Just go to the point where you start feeling the stretch here on the outside of this hip, right? And then we just want to sink into it, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds on each side. So timer's going. Again, you get into the position that you can as best as possible. And then we just want to slowly let ourselves kind of sink deeper and deeper into that stretch as you breathe through it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice big deep breaths. As you breathe, you should feel yourself getting deeper and deeper into the stretch. And good. Okay, switch sides. Again, 30 seconds on that timer. Again, just be careful. We don't want to push through any pain or discomfort, right? If it feels painful, ease back off it or stop altogether. We want to challenge those end range positions just a little bit. And as we can kind of sit into it, breathe through it, we should be able to get a little deeper into the stretch. And that's good. Awesome. Great job. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you back here tomorrow.